butterflies or nervousness just because it's been so long from what, last year, having you sit out the last half last year, now here we are here?
Yeah, I mean, the excitement's real, I mean, it's been a long time for everyone. I think I think we're all just ready to go out there and start playing.
But what about you personally? Does it feel different than maybe last year?
I just try to approach it all the same, I mean, obviously I'm extremely excited, but just taking it one day at a time and making sure we get through these practices and these meetings and address all the things we have to address, and then Sunday just let it loose.
Sam said he might be the one big hit or one hit to help him kind of settle in. Is that something you feel like you need to kind of settle in because you haven't really been hit in a while?
Hopefully you don't get hit. I mean, that's the goal. But no, I mean, obviously it's always the first hit, of the game kind of gets you going a little bit. But we practice really physical. We had 2 joint practices and had a lot of contact in those, and our team practices really hard, but nothing like live football. So we're excited just for live bullets. Yeah, it's always nice having depth. Dennis is a guy who's played a lot of football for us. He started in games, so he's jumping right in there and getting after it. And I know we do our best to hold it down for Johnny while he's gone, and our prayers and thoughts go out to him.
Did what happened last year create any kind of sense of, not fear, but just any trepidation based off of your body kind of not responding the way you wanted it to?
No.
That's all good. Christian, you spoken to Sam about this week. Obviously, this is a different type of week where he's facing some more team traded. Have you talked to him about this week, and what were his emotions this week in terms of being on the field?
Yeah, obviously it's a storyline with the past, but he's done such a great job just focusing on this week. That's what we're all doing, just taking it one day at a time. And obviously we scout them, but at the end of the day, it's about us and us going out there and executing as a team. So that's been the emphasis for us.
Does he talk to you guys about it at all?
I mean, there's some personnel things that he's mentioned. We got a lot of guys who have come from the Jets, so you want to scout as much as you can and figure everything out. But on game day, there's always going to be some stuff maybe you didn't see on tape. Obviously, they have a new coach, new staff who do a great job. So it's just you're never really done preparing. It's up until the last whistle. You're getting feedback from your coaches on the sideline of the game, and watching any last-minute tape you have to watch, and going out there and doing the best to execute.
What have you seen him improve most since he's been?
Well, I think, obviously he's done such a good job of putting the ball in the right place and just getting comfortable in the system. He knows the system extremely well. It's really just about, whoever he throws it to. We got to catch the ball and do what we do best with the ball in our hands. And, it's a team game. O-line's got to step up and block a really good front. And I got to do a good job when the ball's in my hands, making people miss and, falling forward and all that stuff. And receivers got to do their job. So, it's a long answer, but we got to all rally around each other and play good team football.
When Joe Brady and Matt Rule say this is a completely different offense from last year, what do you think they mean?
I'm not sure. I don't know. I mean, I think they would probably explain what they mean better than me. I just know, I know the playbook and going to do my best to go out there and execute.
Sam said he wants to get hit to get in the field again without getting level. Do you kind of take a similar mentality that week one, especially having not really played in preseason?
Yeah, I think I mentioned that earlier. But just, yeah, I mean, you never want to get hit, but it's always, that first hit, get it out the way and get going.
In the second season with Joe and his offense, even though you weren't able to be part of it as much as you wanted on Sundays, how much more of a grasp do you guys have of it, and does that allow you to add more to it since you guys are in it for a full off season?
Yeah, there's always something to be said about experience. I think, you're always learning more about your teammates and what we do best, and just learning kind of what the coach is like as well. So really, we just take it day by day, and we have the game plan. And like I said, we don't call the plays. We got to make the plays work.
So you're pretty confident in your ability. Have you looked at this break being more optimistic for your performance this season?
Say it again. Sorry, one more time.
Certainly, you're pretty confident athlete. Do you feel even more optimistic about your success given the time off that you've had to prepare for this year?
Yeah, I think, preparation is the biggest thing. You got to prepare extremely hard to feel confident on game day. And, we talk about having humble confidence, and that's respecting your opponent and understanding that, they're professional football players who are really good at what they do as well, and preparing as hard as you can so that come Sunday, you can just put your nose to the grindstone and let it flow.
But have you thought if you might be even better because of the break that you have?
I definitely feel good.
Yeah.
What's the next step for Jeremy Chin?
I think the sky's the limit for him. I think obviously you look at what he did last year, but the best part about him is he doesn't focus on anything that happened in the past. He's every day the same guy and constantly working to improve, and that's when you have a special player.
Christian, what excites you the most about the personnel on offense? I mean, with Sam's new, Shai is new, Chuba's new, Terrace is new. I mean, what excites you the most about that, about your side of the ball?
Yeah, I mean, we have the pieces. It's just about going and putting them together, and I think that's what football is. Everybody has the pieces. That's why they're in the NFL. So it's about just going back to fundamentals and all coming together and playing good team football.
There's a lot of lead up to week one of the regular season as a leader on the team, and this being a young team. What's the energy at practice? What's the energy in the locker room, and the level of excitement amongst the team?
Yeah, the energy's great. That's for sure. You can feel it in the locker room, especially after practice, before practice. Guys love being in the building, and I think that's really important.
Are you talking to the young guys? Because a lot of the guys didn't experience Bank of America Stadium with full fans, and are you speaking to them about what they can expect on Sunday?
Yeah, I mean, it's when we have a packed house, there's nothing like it. So we're obviously excited for fans to come out here and be extremely loud, get that home field advantage for sure. But, to the young guys, we just tell them to keep it simple. They're here for a reason, and once the whistle blows, it's all football. We kind of have to block everything else out and focus on doing our job.
Christian, what do you know about this Jets defense? Pretty solid against them last year.
Yeah, they're really good. They're big up front. They play hard. They play fast. They're good at setting edges. They're a good run defense. Obviously, they have some experience in there at their linebacker position, a couple young guys, but they play really well. They play fast, run to the football well, and we've played against the Niners in the past and kind of know, obviously they can bring stuff new all the time, but that got a lot of respect for that coach and the defenses that he's coached. So it's always a challenge every week, and so it's no different this week.
A couple more, guys.
How difficult is it to study a coach when you don't really have a blueprint to go off of in terms of that coach with that particular personnel?
Yeah, there's always difficulties every week. No team always shows the same stuff. So, like you said, game one, you're going to have to figure it out a little bit. That's why it's really important that we execute what we do at a high level.
Do you look at some of the tape that you guys played at Niners previously?
Oh, yeah, for sure, definitely.
Would those you feel like those were helpful as you got to kind of break down what you might do?
Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of tape that we look at. We'll know Sunday if it's helpful or not.
All right. Thank you, guys. You're good. Yeah, last question, Mike.
You've always told us you don't take a day in this league for granted. And after the season that you went through and endured last year, any additional appreciation for this particular opening day for you personally?
Yeah, I think, the best part about football is the guys, your teammates in the locker room and going out to practice. And you got a group of guys who have worked extremely hard to accomplish a goal. And now the season's here, and that's the stuff you don't take for granted, And then Sunday's the fun part. You put all the work in, and now you just go and, let it roll. So, definitely don't take anything for granted for sure. This is a special league, and if you have the ability and the opportunity to play in it, you definitely appreciate it.